Are you ready to test your real English listening skills? Forget textbook exercises. This challenge uses 101 phrases you actually hear in daily life. At work, during arguments, when making plans, and when supporting friends. Here's how the challenge works. Context first. Before drilling the phrases, you'll hear a short story, a real-life scenario where these phrases are used naturally. Full immersion. This entire video is in English, with English subtitles only. No translation. Progressive difficulty. We will move through 4 levels: A1, A2, B1, and B2. The stories and phrases will become more complex at each level. Your job is simple. Listen carefully, understand the story, and then test yourself on the individual phrases. Hello, and welcome back to English Unshackled, where you learn to speak English with confidence. Let's begin. Level 1. The Foundations. We'll start with a simple story about making plans after a long day. Listen closely. Level 1. Context story. Scene: a text message conversation or a simple voice call dialogue between 2 friends, Mark and Chloe. Before we drill the Level 1 phrases, let's see how some of them sound in a natural, everyday context. Listen to this short story about Mark making plans. Mark finished his last meeting and let out a sigh. He messaged his friend Chloe, "I'm so tired today. Work was incredibly long." Chloe replied almost instantly, "Sorry to hear that. Are you feeling okay? I was going to suggest we finally try that new burger place." Mark considered staying home, but realized he needed to get out. "Actually, let's go out tonight. A good burger sounds perfect right now." Chloe responded, "Awesome! That sounds really great. I can leave soon." Mark checked his schedule. "Perfect. Let's meet at 8. Are you ready yet?" Chloe sent a thumbs-up emoji. "Almost. See you there." Mark put his phone down, suddenly feeling better. Sometimes, making a simple plan is all you need to change your mood. He just hoped he wouldn't forget his keys again. Now let's practice the individual phrases from this level, including the ones you just heard in the story. Level 1. Phrase list. 1. I need a coffee. Basic need. 2. Are you ready yet? Checking availability. 3. Let's meet at 8. Planning. 4. I feel much better. Expressing relief. 5. That sounds really great. Enthusiasm. 6. I don't understand this. Expressing confusion. 7. Please wait for me. Request. 8. I'm so tired today. Expressing fatigue. 9. Keep up the work. Encouragement. 10. What's the new plan? Inquiry. 11. I need a break. Stating need. 12. Don't worry about it. Reassurance. 13. I disagree with that. Disagreement. 14. Let's go out tonight. Social planning. 15. I forgot my keys. Stating problem. 16. Are you feeling okay? Showing concern. 17. I'll take this one. Decision. 18. He's very reliable. Expressing trust. 19. We need to talk. Serious conversation. 20. I'm running late now. Stating problem. 21. Let's try something new. Suggestion. 22. I really appreciate it. Gratitude. 23. I'm not so sure. Expressing doubt. 24. That makes sense now. Understanding. 25. Good luck today. Offering support. How did you do on level 1? Let me know in the comments if you found the story helpful for understanding the phrases. Now, let's increase the complexity for level 2. Welcome to level 2. The language gets slightly more complex. We'll explore a scenario involving a small work problem and making social plans. Level 2 context story. Scene, an office environment or co-working space. Dialogue between colleagues, Tom and Maya. Let's put the level 2 language to work. This story involves collaboration and problem-solving on a typical workday. Listen carefully for the target phrases. Tom stared at his screen, frustrated. He was working on the monthly presentation and hit a roadblock. He turned to his colleague, Maya. Maya, can you help me out? I'm having trouble with this spreadsheet formula. Maya looked over. Sure, let me see. Ah, yes, this part is tricky. I usually find a workaround here. While she adjusted the cells, she asked, By the way, what are you working on for the rest of the day? Do you want to let's catch up this week outside of work? Tom sighed. I'd like to, but I need to focus now. This presentation is due tomorrow. What time is our meeting with the manager? Maya checked the calendar. It's at 3 p.m. Don't worry. We'll get this fixed before then. Tom felt relieved. Thanks, Maya. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I just feel bad about asking for help constantly. Maya smiled. It's teamwork. No problem at all. Notice how those phrases connect different ideas about problems and planning. Let's drill the Level 2 list. Level 2 Phrase List. 26. I'm having trouble with this. Stating a problem. 27. I don't really like that. Stating preference. 28. What time is our meeting? Checking schedule. 29. Can you help me out? Asking for help. 30. Let's order takeout tonight instead. Making a decision. 31. I need to cancel my appointment. Action required. 32. That's a very fair point. Agreement. 33. I'm feeling a bit stressed. Expressing emotion. 34. Did you get my message? Communication check. 35. I'm looking forward to it. Anticipation. 36. Let me double-check that information. Verification process. 37. I don't agree with you there. Disagreement. 38. We need to hurry up. Creating urgency. 39. What are you working on? Curiosity. 40. I need some time to think. Hesitation. 41. That's not what I heard. Challenging information. 42. Let's catch up this week. Social planning. 43. I'm so glad for you. Expressing empathy. 44. The Wi-Fi isn't working again. Complaint. 45. I overslept this morning again. Giving excuse. 46. He didn't mean any harm. Defense. 47. I feel bad about that. Expressing regret. 48. Let's give him another chance. Suggestion. 49. I need to focus now. Setting boundaries. 50. We made a huge mistake. Accountability. Excellent. Level 2 required more attention to context. If you kept up, you're moving beyond basic survival English. Ready to step it up? Level 3 requires real focus on nuance. Level 3. Welcome to B1 Intermediate English. Here, we deal with more complex emotions like stress and professional conflict resolution. Level 3. Context story. Scene. A more serious work meeting or a one-on-one performance review. Dialogue between Sarah and her manager, David. In this scenario, pay attention to how Sarah communicates her feelings of being overworked and how David proposes a solution. Sarah stared blankly at her monitor. The project list seemed to multiply every hour. When David, her manager, messaged her for a status update, she decided honesty was better than burnout. During their call, she explained, "I have a lot on my plate currently, and frankly, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed today." David listened carefully. "I appreciate the honesty, Sarah. It's clear you need to manage your time better, but perhaps the workload itself is the issue. Let's try a different approach here. Prioritize the main client account immediately." Sarah felt a small sense of relief, but added, "I think we have a misunderstanding here about the new software integration. It's taking longer than planned." David nodded. "Okay, let's find a solution together then. I don't want you to feel like you're alone on this. How can I support you right now?" They spent the next 30 minutes reorganizing priorities, and Sarah left the meeting feeling heard. That conversation was much more complex. Let's practice the B1 phrases used to navigate those feelings and negotiations. Level 3 Phrase List. 51. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed today. Expressing stress. 52. That's not exactly what I meant. Clarification. 53. Let's try a different approach here. Problem solving. 54. We need to discuss the budget details. Work objective. 55. I'm running behind on the project schedule. Stating work problem. 56. Can we reschedule for early next week? Negotiation. 57. I appreciate you letting me know first. Expressing gratitude. 58. I think we have a misunderstanding here. Identifying misunderstanding. 59. I need to manage my time better. Self-reflection. 60. Let's not make assumptions about it. Cautionary advice. 61. I'm really proud of your progress. Giving praise. 62. To be honest, I'm not satisfied. Negative feedback. 63. How can I support you right now? Offering support. 64. I need to set some clear boundaries. Stating need. 65. Let's focus on one task at a time. Strategy. 66. I'm trying to cut back on expenses. Financial goal. 67. He tends to avoid difficult conversations. Observation. 68. I need to get this off my chest. Venting frustration. 69. Let's review the feedback from the client. Work process. 70. I completely understand your position on this. Expressing empathy. 71. I'm not sure how to proceed here. Expressing uncertainty. 72. We need to be more consistent. Constructive criticism. 73. Let's find a solution together then. Collaboration. 74. I'm feeling optimistic about the future results. Positive outlook. 75. That new policy doesn't make any sense. Criticism. 76. I have a lot on my plate currently. Expressing overload. Fantastic work. Level B1 is where real fluency develops. If you understood the story and most of the phrases, comment B1 complete below. Now for the final test. Level B2, Level 4, the final boss. These phrases require understanding high-level strategy, empathy, and risk assessment. Level 4, context story. Scene: a high-stakes strategy meeting. Team members are debating a difficult decision. This final scenario simulates a complex strategic discussion. Listen for how the team handles disagreement and risk. The atmosphere in the meeting room was tense. The team was divided. Ben spoke first. "I think we should reconsider our initial strategy. The market has shifted." Maria countered, "I understand where you are coming from now, Ben. But we've invested so much already. If we pull back, I'm concerned about the potential long-term consequences." Liam, the project lead, raised his hand. "Let's not jump to conclusions without more data. We need to address the underlying issue directly. Our user acquisition cost. Let's try to find a middle ground here. Maybe we can pivot the marketing spend without scrapping the entire project." After a long silence, Ben nodded slowly. "Let's try to look at the bigger picture. If we can mitigate risk while maintaining momentum, I'm not comfortable with that particular decision to stop everything, but I am comfortable with adapting." Liam concluded, "Okay, let's analyze the cost data first. We need a clear path forward. This is advanced communication. Let's drill the final set of phrases. Level 4, phrase list. 77. I'm struggling to meet the project deadline, stating professional difficulty. 78. Let's try to find a middle ground here. Negotiation. 79. I think we should reconsider our initial strategy. Suggestion. 80. I understand where you are coming from now. Resolving conflict. 81. We need to address the underlying issue directly. Strategic focus. 82. I feel we're not on the same page. Identifying disalignment. 83. Let's keep this conversation strictly confidential, please. Confidentiality request. 84. I need to follow up with the team. Management action. 85. Your support means a great deal to me. Deep gratitude. 86. I'm concerned about the potential long-term consequences. Risk assessment. 87. Let's not jump to conclusions without more data. Logical reasoning. 88. I need to be completely transparent with you. Setting up honesty. 89. He has a tendency to micromanage his team. Professional criticism. 90. Let's try to look at the bigger picture. Perspective shift. 91. I'm trying to improve my work-life balance. Personal goal. 92. That performance didn't live up to my expectations. Expressing disappointment. 93. We need to streamline this process to save time. Efficiency strategy. 94. I'm not comfortable with that particular decision. Ethical disagreement. 95. Let's ensure everyone understands their specific roles here. Clarifying roles. 96. I need some space to process all this information. Requesting time. 97. Let's agree to disagree on this specific point. Ending debate. 98. The feedback was constructive, although a bit direct. Reflection. 99. I want to acknowledge the effort you put in. Giving recognition. 100. Let's focus on solutions, not just the problems. Leadership mindset. 101. We need to stay ahead of the competition. Competitive strategy. Challenge complete. If you made it through level 4, give yourself a huge pat on the back. You are operating at a high level of English comprehension. Remember, listening skill improves when you understand context and emotion, not just individual words. The stories helped you see exactly how these phrases work in real life. Final question for the comments. Which story felt most familiar to your own life? Level 2, 3, or 4? Thank you for participating. Subscribe for more immersion exercises like this. Keep practicing. This is English Unshackled. Until next time.